Two Sheds Gabby. Hello, everybody. How are you? Oh, it's a madhouse around here. We're just running crazy back and forth to the two houses and trying to take care of my cousin's estate. Today, I pulled a muscle in my chest. Oh, my goodness. Pretty painful, even difficult breathing. Not real bad, but, you notice the difference. It's just sore and all that stuff. Got a box of pennies here. I'm going to try to go through and hopefully find my 10 wheat pennies and 3 pounds of copper. I didn't see any enders worth note, but we'll tear into this and see what it gets us. Hopefully it'll be a good box, and hopefully you'll stick around and enjoy the video. Well, folks, this is this is the 10th roll, and I haven't found anything. Well, I'll take that back. I found a couple of not very good condition 2009 memorials. No wheat, no Canadian. Wow. I have found copper. Let's see. This is the 10th roll. I think I had like 5 rolls that had the average or more that I needed, and 4 rolls didn't. So I don't know. Hard to say about that, but man, I'm ready for a wheat penny. I thought we'd just go ahead and go through this 10th roll together, just to see if I can get lucky. My wife and I watched a lot of the old British shows, and one that we had passed up many times, but we were running out of stuff, so we thought, hey, let's give it a try. It's Agatha Christie's Poirot Detective. It's not bad. We're kind of enjoying it. But this last episode made me remember something. It was called Hickory Dickory or something like that. And I remember the old nursery rhyme that years ago I learned it a little bit different than what was usually taught in the books. My version's a little bit quicker too. It goes like this. Hickory dickory dock, 2 mice ran up the clock. The clock struck one and the other got away with minor injuries. Hee hee, I thought that was funny. Come on. I'm not going to weigh the 83s unless they just look like they're copper, because you can usually tell it. You're pretty close to coming to telling the difference. What's that thing? Oh, it's Canadian. Yay, we found one. 12-sided. 1985. Well, we got our first find, I guess you'd call it. Cool. Here's the 12th roll, and we got our first wheat penny. It's a 1936 Denver. That was nice. There's number 1. I'm going to show you a picture here that a friend of mine sent me. He said he saw this and thought of me. I am a pickle fan. I love pickles on my burgers. And that picture, is that another Wheatie? Why ain't that coming in? It is, Wheatie number 2. Cool. My phone's acting funny. 1956, there's Wheatie number 2. Let's keep them coming. But when I go, like if I go to a drive-thru or something and order a burger, which I almost never do anymore, but I'll say, please give me extra pickles. And if there's just 2 on there, that's really a bummer. It's like, you call that extra pickles? You could, like, take a thin burger and put equal amount weight of pickles on there and make me happy. I love them. Well, it's pretty rough, but the next roll, here's a 1955. I believe it's Denver. That is a pretty rough coin there. Oh, wow. You can just barely tell, can't you, that it's a Wheatie? Well, there's 3 anyway. Have you ever been to a half-price bookstore? I go there and sell books. I used to sell books a lot, and I went there frequently. I mean, I was there a lot, weekly, I'm sure. And hold on, let me get into the next row here. Okay, this is starting the next row. Anyway, we're talking about the bookstore called Half Price Books. There are lots of cities around the country, but not everywhere. I know that there's states that don't have them. Anyway, I have sold lots of books through Half Price Books. And let me just say, they would not hire me because all of them, I guess, I don't know if there's any exceptions of the stores that I've been to, they're very left-leaning. You know, when the COVID came, they were just all into it, you know, and just all about it, about the restrictions and whatnot. And anyway, sometimes what seems to, and I'm not trying to be too negative here, I'm just trying to tell you how I saw it. Lots of piercings, lots of tattoos, lots of different colored hair, lots of rainbow clothing, and, you know, things like that. And most of the people I deal with are nice. There's a few that are not. But I saw somebody the other day, 82, just had lots of tattoos, lots of piercings on their face. That's the only ones I saw. But and I was thinking, you know, years ago, if a person made that choice, which you have every right to make that choice, I've always thought, what career path, you know, if you have 82, if you make something, if you're an artist and you're going to be self-employed, that's one thing. But I was like, if you're looking for employment, what career path would you take? Because there are, you know, clearly there's companies out there that want a certain image, and a lot of companies don't want that image. But anyway, I was sitting there at Half Price Books and waiting for them to go through my books to give me an offer. And I thought, oh, yeah, clearly, if you get all the tattoos and piercings and stuff, you always have a job if you're a Democrat at Half Price Books. And again, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying that's just the way it appears to me. This is the 16th row, and here is wheat penny number 4. So we're coming along okay. E pluribus unum. 1935, another pretty old one. Cool. This is the next row, and we find our second Canadian copper penny. 1965. Nice looking maple leaf. You know, I appreciate very much the freedom that we share in this country. I wish we were freer. We're losing them as, you know, as time goes by. But I still enjoy the freedom to come and go pretty much as I please. And you know, that everybody has that right so far. Pretty much. I think there are exceptions to that. But I don't understand 82. Some of the people protesting, for instance, feminists and LGBTQ, another one, protesting for the Palestinian and Hamas or whatever. I don't understand that. If you go to Israel, you'll see that the women in Israel have a right to express their opinions and think differently if they want to. But if you go to Muslim countries, the women don't have those rights. The women can't go protest. They can't wear what they want to wear, say what they want to say. In fact, in many of these countries, if you're homosexual, they kill you. I don't understand why people are out there protesting for that. It makes no sense to me. Now here's a 2009 memorial we're showing. That one's in really good shape. I think this is the number 2 in the lifestyle. The first is like the log cabin. Then there's this one, and then his professional life in Illinois, and then Washington D.C. That one's pretty nice. Most of you guys know that I've definitely leaned pretty conservative, but I'm tolerant. I respect people's rights to think what they want to think. I wish more people tried to protect the Constitution. Let's put it that way. I feel like as American citizens, we kind of have an obligation to do that. But I respect people's rights to think the way they want to think. Don't agree with them always. Well, oftentimes I don't. Oh, anyway, I'm not going to spend the whole day on that. I got a few pictures that I've just come across on Facebook or YouTube that I'm just going to pop up. A couple of them are cartoons I thought were funny, and a couple of them were just pictures that I liked. I'll just pop them up here and there. Here's another really nice 2009 memorial here that I've come across. This is being the log cabin, the first one of the series. Nice. There was a study done. No, it's been quite a few years now. They said the study concluded that I believe it was like 90% of accidents occurred within 5 miles of your home. And so it was concluded then the best way to stay safe is never drive within 5 miles of your home. Is that 56? Aha. Believe we got it. It's Weedy number 4. Kind of dirty. A couple of them today haven't been too good, but that's number 5. That's right, that's number 5. Cool. Well, that's halfway, and we're not quite to the halfway point of the box, so we're doing all right. This is the 24th roll. I got one more roll before I start into the second half. I believe this is the first 2024 that I've come across. Let's take a good look at it, make sure there's nothing weird. There's something stuck to the side there. I don't know what that is, but a few scratches, but I don't see anything. Just in case they made any errors that I hadn't heard about. Everything looks right to me. Yeah, my first 2024. My dad was born in 1930 in western Kentucky on a farm. And I'm not going to weigh that, and that's so clearly zinc. I think he said they got electricity on the farm in 1948. And one time when he was in school, he was about to eat an apple on the lunch break. And a kid came up to him and said, "Gabby," that was his nickname too. It's one reason that's my nickname. Said, "Can I have the peels, the core, and the bruise spots?" Folks, if you think you've no poor, that's poor. That blows me away, just imagining a kid saying that. I guess we're called Gabby because we gab a lot. I don't know. There's a song called Paradise by John Prine. And it's a song about Muhlenberg County, Kentucky. That's one county over from where our farm was. The family farm. Go listen to that song. I love the song. It's been one of my favorite songs for a long time. It's called Paradise by John Prine. Down in Muhlenberg County. Now that one has a little bit of a copper look to it, but I don't think it is. But we'll weigh it just the same. Yeah, zinc. I'm I'm right at the end of the second row in the second half, and I get another Canadian copper coin. (1867 to 1967), centennial year. Cool. I'm not convinced that I'm going to get my 3 pounds. I don't think I'll be real far off, but I've had a lot of rolls that only had like 4 or 5 copper in it. We'll just see. I don't know if the rolls with the extra will add up enough or not. That is one worn penny. Penny. I can't tell what year that is. (1918) maybe? You think that's an 18? I think so. Shoo. That's a worn one. It's an old one, though. It's over 100 years old. That's pretty cool. That's wheat penny number 6. Number 6. Well, copper dropped back just a little bit, but it's still over 3 cents, thankfully. 82. That was, of course, it's the weekend. The market's not going anything. But it was 3 cents, 3.01 cents per penny, copper value per penny. At least it's hanging on there. This is the 7th roll now in the second half of the box. That's zinc. I've weighed several, but to no avail. One person wrote to me and said, I quit weighing the 83s a long time ago because it's just a pipe dream. But I did see a little clip that, I told you that they had found one 1959 with a wheat penny reverse. There were several made, and I saw a price tag of $125,000. If you find one, I'll keep looking. Here's Wheatie number 7. Oop, I hit my camera. Oh, an S, 1948 S, folks. I do believe that's the one I've been looking for. How about that? I'm going to turn off right now and go get my book, and we're going to come back and take a look. Look at that, folks. 1940. I still need the 43S too, the steel, but that will practically finish it out. That is so cool. 48S. Ha ha. That was fun. I found a couple more 2009s. See, all done. I just got to get that 43S over there. Very cool. Anyway, I said I found a couple more 2009s, but they weren't all that nice. Have any of you guys watched Look What Jess Found? you got to go check him out. He's got a pretty cool page, channel, I guess you'd call it. But he really, he checks out coins. He scrutinizes coins more than I do. I like my copper and my silver and my wheat pennies and my Canadians. And sometimes we'll take a look at some coins, but he will take some coins and really scrutinize them big time. If you like that, go check him out. Look What Just Found. And he also sounds like he's from Boston. I like his voice. Got a good video voice. Anyway, Well, here's another pretty nice 2009. Not quite as nice as that one I found earlier, I don't think, but it's a good one. You know, if I suggest somebody to you and you go check them out, and it turns out you like them more than you like me, that's okay. I get it. I'm not El Numero 10 in YouTube or nothing like that. You remember when John the Baptist, he was the forerunner for Jesus, and when Jesus came along, what did John say? He said, "He must increase and I must decrease." So if that's the way it's got to be, that's the way it's got to be. But I'll just keep plugging along. I enjoy making these videos, and I really enjoy talking with you folks. Anytime you want to say something, I'll always try to answer. If I ever miss you, I apologize. I check every day for comments, and I hope that I haven't missed anybody. Ouch! This last roll of pennies had 2 copper in it. Just 2. Here's another Canadian copper. Might be early 60s, maybe? Is that even older? Yeah, 55. Cool. I thought it was like an older one. Nice. That's like 4 of the Canadian tonight. Still just at 7 wheat pennies. I have found a couple more of the 2024s, by the way. Had new windows put in this week. Guy did a really good job. A local handyman referred him to me, and he's also just a do-it-yourself guy, local. And I called him a while back, and he came out and measured and all, gave us quotes, and had a good price. And he came out and just did he's just a real nice guy. We cut up quite a bit and had a good time. But he did a really good job. But, well, I don't remember how we got into it, but somewhere along the way he talked about how he loved Oreo cookies. Wasn't very happy with the new prices because everything's gone up so much. Anyway, when he left that night, I went out to the store and bought him a new pack of Oreo double stuff. And when he came in the next day, I presented them to him. He was so tickled over that. He really enjoyed that. That's pretty off-center, ain't it? It's almost got a double rim over here. I don't think it's enough off-center to be worth anything, but that's so clearly, it's kind of cool. Anyway, it's copper. Just 5 more rolls to go in this box. Here is wheat penny number 8, 1930. Got some old ones in this box, I'll say that. 1930, number 8. So this house that I'm getting, I'm buying it from my cousin. And he told me just to get rid of everything. There's a few things he told me to leave behind, but he's going to get them later. But he wants me to get rid of almost everything. It was his mom's house. And so, we're taking a lot of stuff to Goodwill. Just throwing, paperwork, shredding it up and throwing it away and old stuff. And there's a few pieces of furniture I just put on Facebook to sell. It's like, hey, if I can get a couple, and I'm selling cheap too. It's cheap stuff. I mean, it's nice stuff, but it's a cheap price. But I thought I could get a couple dollars for it and have somebody else pick it up, and then I don't have to haul it away to Goodwill. Let me open the next row. Okay, here's the next row. So today, a person wrote to me. Well, they wrote to me the day before. Said, I'm interested in this. Is it still available? I'm like, yes, it's still available. They said, I really want it. when can I pick it up? I said, well, I'm not there right now. I said, I'll be there tomorrow. How about noon? They said noon works great. So I gave them the address. Contacted them earlier this morning, said I'm going to be there, and they wrote and said okay. And so I get over there. Noon comes around, 12:30. I'm like, are you coming? I never hear a word. Not a word. Never heard anything. That is so frustrating. It's like, what has happened to people? Does your word not mean anything at all anymore? This happens entirely too frequently on Facebook. It's just completely frustrating. Man, when I can't be somewhere on time, I let them know. I feel bad. So I did get another person that wrote later today, and they said they're definitely going to be there tomorrow. And I said, well, I hope they are. And I said, if you know you're going to be there, I'm going to go put it on pending. And they said, I'm going to be there. So I kind of feel like they will, but then again, I thought that person today was going to too. This is the next row, 3 rows to go, and I'll be done. But I wanted to take a look at this. This is a china cabinet that's over there. And I've got it listed up on Facebook. And I keep lowering the price. I know, that china cabinets may not be the big thing, but you can take these. A lot of people are taking china cabinets and converting them into in-home, like coffee bars, coffee station, whatever. There's a 2009. Not very good condition. I have not even gotten one response. I've got this thing down to $25. $25. It's amazing for $25. Take it and turn it into a coffee bar or something. Not even one person has asked about it. Here is Wheat Penny number 9, 1952. Maybe we'll get that 10. It'd be cool to find one more. Yeah, that'd be cool. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that. I just can't get over. I thought that would sell fast. My wife's like, they're just not into that stuff anymore. We've got a china cabinet, and she has her grandmother's china and other stuff, and we're trying to figure out where we're going to put it because this house is just not shaped. The way the kitchen is just not designed for anything like that. It's not a tiny kitchen. It's just the way it's laid out. There's nowhere to put it. So we don't know what we're going to do yet. 82. Getting closer and closer and closer to that day. And the work. We're doing almost all of it ourselves. And I tell you, I'm just getting too old for this stuff. Oh, is that another one? Yeah, there's another 2024. Hey, I came to the back of this one, and I saw this big gouge in it there. Something dug into it. I was like, well, that one's clearly copper. See that? That's cool. Well, here's the last row, folks. Let's see if we get that number 10 wheat penny or not. Oh, I hope I do. I have an apology to make. Young Carter's Coin Roll Hunting asked me, man, it's been a while back, if I would give him a shout out, and I said, yes, I will. And I haven't done it yet. I'm so sorry. Go check out Carter's Coin Roll Hunting. I think he'll get a kick out of that. Come on, Weedy, we're ready. A lot of the boxes these days they're consistent. A lot of them aren't having like lots of excitement in them, crazy stuff, Nazi coins or nothing like that. But been pretty consistent. I'm either getting the 10 or close to the 10 every time. I'm getting right at the 3 pounds or over almost every time. So it's pretty cool. I'm plugging away. I think I just might get my 260 pounds this year. That's my goal. 260 pounds of copper. The reason I chose that is because I already had 240, and that will give me 500 pounds of copper. That'll be pretty cool. I don't even know where I'm going to store it yet in my new house. But it'll go somewhere, I'll promise you that. Oh, I don't think I'm going to get it, folks. I don't think so. Nope. We got 9. Got one I really needed for my book. Got one over 100 years old. Pretty cool. Let's weigh the 82s. Then we'll see how much we got for today's copper, if I got my 3 pounds or not. Okay, here's the big weigh-in right here. Oh, you see that back there? This, I guess it was last year. We went to that where they filmed the Field of Dreams. That was a pretty fun little trip. Stopping in there. That was on our way back from the Colorado trip. Hey, we did it! 3.2 ounces. I mean, no. 3 pounds, 2 ounces. How about that? Pretty cool. Well, we got it. We got 9 Wheaties. Just right next to it, and over 3 pounds of copper. That's a good box. Good stuff. Oh, and we're starting a new box today. We'll pour it in there. Then there's a little bit left over from when I filled up that last box there, right here. All right, folks, that is it for tonight. Got another box that I'll try to get to in a couple of days. Hope you enjoyed it, and have a great rest of your weekend, or whatever day you're seeing this. Hope the rest of your week is good.